Hey guys, it's MangaDrawerArt here, and I'm back with another video. Um, so yeah, this is a little different. This is not Minecraft. For those of you who didn't notice. Okay, so this is my Twitter page, and I realized that not all my viewers are my Twitter followers. So, not that this is promoting that you have to follow me on Twitter. I'm just saying that a lot of people don't realize that when I talk about my videos about the art and stuff like that, they're like, what's going on? They don't really realize what I do. So basically what I do is I create artwork. Right now I'm doing it for free for people on my Twitter who contact me. I do have a couple people lined up, so if people make requests and stuff like that, it generally will not come out at least till a good 3 days later, because I do get a lot of requests often. But I enjoy it because it gives me a variety to choose from when I'm just like feeling like I can't come up with an idea of what to create. It just kind of gives me a little bit of like free will to just do what I choose which one looks interesting for me at the moment. Sorry, I'm gonna be clearing out my throat a little bit because I'm still getting over this illness, and it is really drying my throat a lot. So also, so right now we're at my main page. Um, I did just record a Minecraft video, which is why I have this right here. My last post was going to record Minecraft. Um, yes, I did start recording Minecraft. It was a great game, but you guys, I'll see if I'll upload it. I don't know if I'll upload it though, just because the audio is good. The audio actually was not that bad at all. But the gaming, I forgot to set the preferences. When I was editing the preferences, I actually ran over the frame rate and accidentally turned it to 0. So the video looks like it's like putting on a picture every few seconds. So it's literally looks like it's lagging the whole time when it's not. It was actually a very smooth game. And believe it or not, I actually killed 3 people in the game, which is very rare for me because I never am able to kill anybody in Minecraft survival games. So back where we were, I probably won't be able to upload that video, although it was a really good video. It lasted for about almost 30 minutes just because I was lasting for so long, but you know, that's what happens. So I thought I would show people a little bit of what I do. I don't normally operate on the computer to navigate my Twitter. I normally use my portable device to look at my stuff. So yeah, everything I post on my what's it called, on my Twitter is all original. I never post anything that's from somebody else. Uh, yeah, these ones here are my videos that I try uploading. I think I've uploaded every video that I've made so far onto my Twitter as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna run through here and show you guys a little bit of kind of the artwork I come up with. So I do a lot of manga and anime, and for those of you who don't know what that is, that's kind of like a Japanese style of art. Now, anime is more of like the videos and cartoons and stuff like that. Manga is more of the like comic book kind of style. So I do a little bit of both. Um, most of my stuff is mostly like a manga kind of style. Uh, and I can do another video some other time about how that really looks and like that. So like here we did a graphic on Hatsune Miku, which did I spell it right? I don't know if I spelled her name right on that, but because somebody at my school asked me that he wanted to see if I could draw her, so I did. Uh, this is a graphic for Sandy Draws. I do a lot of graphics, just like fan art, for a lot of my followers who just tend to retweet and favor it a lot. They don't have to ask me to make them graphics. I just do it just because it kind of helps. Ghost Gaming, some of you should know who that is. But I made this for him just because I've been a fan for him for a while. I made him another fan art a long time ago, which we might come across it, and it does not look that good at all. So I just created this. This is a new style that I was trying to experiment with, which, as you can see, it's not very, like, it's more of a rusty look to it. It's just like throwing colors and stuff everywhere just to kind of create an image. And like the lines, if you pay attention, really close attention to the lines, none of the lines connect to each other. It's more of a sketchy kind of look to it, and it looks more like a paint or something like that was thrown onto it instead of detail to each little corner and stuff like that. So I kind of like that graphic. I might do more of those. This is anime, and you can definitely tell the difference between the lines and the colors there. It's definitely a lot more exact in everything like that. I try to, like, before my earlier work, I never signed it until I realized that there was a couple of my followers who were posting my photos as their own and were saying that they were drawing it, so I had to start signing right next to the photo on every one of them. I was really young in my drawing, so I really did not do that a lot. Sometimes, like, I can make anime sketches really fast, just because, at least the hand drawing ones, just because I have more experience with it. So what I do is whenever I'm just talking to somebody and they mention something, and whatever image I just like had in my head, like after something, like if they said something very specific that kind of stuck out to me, I'll try to draw quick anime, and like repost it pretty soon. So I was dealing with a couple of these. I remember one of my friends was complaining about how she kept like getting spammed with friend requests because she was a girl gamer. So I did this when you get spammed by friend requests just because they found out you were a girl. I did that one real quick, just for fun. I do animes just to create them. This is, I think her name is Icarus. She's from some like an anime show, I think. I did get a request to do that. This graphic here did not turn out well at all because on the way it looks like on my computer screen, because I use a different computer other than the one I use to game, the other computer I use to do the graphics and stuff like that. So this thing looks really detailed and stuff on that screen, but for some reason when I turned it into a photo, it just became very pixelated, so it didn't turn out the way I wanted to. This was a promo graphic, just advertising a couple of graphics I made. The zombie graphic I made a while ago, the MangaDrawerArt graphic that's at the bottom with all the people, those were my first few original followers. So I made a graphic because I was just like so excited. I was like, oh my god, I have followers. So I like made us into like a team of gamers, and we all sat in a chat for a while. And we talked for a long time, and then it just kind of broke up. It's like I can't even actually remember the last time I talked to any of these guys. I used to be really close with Seth Powers. We used to talk a lot, and I think he's Seth Goes Nuts right now. But we both connected really well. We both, for those of you who don't know, my name is actually Seth too, so that's kind of how we first got connected with each other. This graphic up here showing the red, showing the nether and the night and moon, that was actually one of my later. I stopped making anime graphics, Minecraft graphics for a while. So, but before I stopped, this was kind of where I was at in creating them. So I actually don't think it looks too bad. It turned out pretty well, and the people I made it for, I don't remember the names of the two people but the two people are at the sides. The girl who's at the night, the guy who's in the nether. They actually both are two of my followers. Honestly, I haven't talked to them in a long time, so I don't remember what their names were. And then this is a sample of a graphic I did for Joey Craft. He saw a graphic I made for another guy who actually has a Castle Crasher, only he has the red one, which I actually prefer the red one. But, so yeah, these are quick anime sketches too. This was a quick one of, with the way people view gaming fantasy is that they're always playing, because like, I like hear so many times where there's like kids and stuff playing on Xbox and stuff like that, and they're complaining about how they just like realized that like a girl they were talking to the whole time was a guy, and I'm like, yeah, you guys see, like when I play gaming, like so many people treat it like it's like a dating site or something like that. And I honestly don't. It's not for me. I'm kind of like, when it comes to Xbox, at least I'm a pro gamer. But when it comes to computer, I suck. I'm like a noob, and I'm not afraid to admit that. But when it comes to Xbox, I'm very serious about like my gaming. I can have fun during it too, but I'm just like, it's not that I go around and just kill everybody and play, camp with C4 and riot shield and stuff like that. Although people rage about stuff like that a lot, I try to combat it a little bit, just because if they put it in the game, then it's legal, and it's like just people get so upset over stuff like that. And the point of gaming was originally created so that you could enjoy yourself, which so many people misunderstand that these days. They yell about it too much, and I'm like, if if it brings you really that much anger that you have to use words like that, then what are you doing playing the game? I mean, come on. But I don't tell people that just because I know people rage over people like me who just kind of have a little bit more control over stuff like that. I do take an art course in my school, and that was actually one of the graphics I made for it. I had to incorporate a leaf into the picture in some way, so I made a leaf kind of like looking down at a girl drawing. You can't really tell like this picture because it looks kind of muggy, but there was supposed to be a moon in the background. You can't really tell in the picture, but she was kind of like drawing the nighttime, and it was kind of looking from a tree's eye point of view. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I was just experimenting with some different point of views. This was one of my earliest anime graphics. I just kind of because somebody was talking to me about that kind of style where it's just kind of like very dark and like some kind of really bright light shining on one side, and it kind of just makes it very dramatic. So I tried experimenting with that. This was my first sketch with this. It's like a scratch board. It's like completely black, and you just take the metal tool and you just pick at it. So I tried creating a tiger. It did not turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, but it's okay considering it was my first time, and I still haven't done it again. So that's still remains my one and only scratch board art. This was my first video. I think no, that wasn't my first video. That was one of my ones when I started continuing to make videos. I'm not a fan of making things other than anime or anything like that, but when I do, I spend a lot of time on them just because I feel like I'm not good at it. So then I spend more time on it than the anime, so then it turns out looking somewhat a little better. So that one was supposed to be of an eagle that I was doing for my class also. I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. Uh, it's trying to get that fixed. So these are some just like you'll just see that I'll just post like random animes and stuff like. As we go back, the animation will start looking a little worse and stuff like that, just because it was one we're literally looking from my newest photos to my earlier ones. This whole video is more on the commentary and just kind of seeing what I do. So if you're already following me on Twitter and you're bored of this, it's okay, man. It's all good, people. So this one was, I was just like, I just want to make something Minecrafty, so I just like kind of just threw everything that I could think of at the moment together. A guy running from a creeper, TNT looking up at the sky after you build up a block tower. That's kind of, I like that little picture there. Headphones and stuff like that. Pickaxes, me not knowing what to do, what to draw, because that happens so many times. I'll just sit there looking down at a blank piece of paper, not knowing what to do. And there's like a cabin that basic people, it kind of looks like the village cabin actually. When you look down at a mine, you guys can see that. Why am I pointing all that out? So yeah, after I posted that graphic, I was like posting this because it's just like, I can't think of anything to draw. I'm just gonna put that down and just like say possibilities are endless. I'll also randomly just ask, what do you guys want me to draw? And then I just wait for responses. So as you can see here, my anime is somewhat getting worse just because these were earlier in it. Personally, me, I think they start looking a little worse, but people have different opinions on what they like their anime and manga to look like. So like here, this is a manga character. I mostly do a lot of manga girls, just because for some reason when I can't draw guys really well. I don't know why. And I figured out that a lot of people can't do that either. I was talking with a couple of people who I know who do art, and they can't do it too well either. This was another one of my realistic drawings. This was supposed to be of a lizard. This was all done with ink. I was experimenting with the ink style. It's just like, I want to try to create something with ink. So I was in my art class and I made that. So yeah, just like post in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of my artwork. Which ones are your favorite or anything like that. Yeah, I was actually planning on doing a gaming video, but I guess we're gonna do this instead. Let's take a look here. We got some more graphics here. I was going to start a series, which I did a little bit of, where it's like anime characters mixed with Minecraft, which I know I announced that in one of my videos, which I already had started doing stuff like that before I actually posted that video. For those of you that watched it. So here I was just teaching how to build an iron golem, because I was asked that a lot. So, 1 pumpkin, 4 iron blocks. Then I have an anime girl building it. experimenting with graphics again. Yeah, this was a weird occurrence when I was playing the computer version for the first time, when I finally got diamond armor, which I always play my games legit. I don't play on creative, so this was legit diamond armor. It wouldn't let me put on boots for some reason. See the space? It's like black. It's not gray like the rest of the blocks. It's black, and it wouldn't let me put on boots for some reason. I don't know why. And every time I tried to click it, it never put it on either. So that was kind of interesting. I post stuff like this, stuff that happens in the day. Anyone else sitting by these students, which that happens to me a lot at school sometimes, where I'll just be sitting by somebody who talks a lot or breathes down your neck or something like that, and it's kind of weird. This was another perspective for anime, for a Minecraft graphic. Guy's looking down at a cave, somebody's watching him. Kind of creepy, but awesome at the same time. I like it. I like trying to do point of views looking from the top and kind of looking down. As you can see, I'm experimenting with point of views here. This was my first animated character I've made, and this skin actually worked out pretty well with the character I made. So let me know if you guys like the way I animate stuff. I actually haven't done anything animated since that graphic, so I should probably do that. I should probably like make like a character running or do a small clip scene or something like that. So I did this here. I do like animate, like emotional anime sometimes, like Penguin and Anime Girl, just because I have this follower named Gwen Gamer. I don't know if that's the same thing as he was, but he was talking to this girl the whole time. Me and him were talking simultaneously. I just like posted that photo. Just that fun. So yeah, when I was first like promoting my animated stuff, I created these. This was 2 astronauts that was supposed to be. I was still learning how to upload worlds and stuff like that, so that's why they're just like in a plain white world basically. And then this is my this used to be my character, which is why I was like, did you guys notice that my avatar looks different? Is because this is what he used to look like. Only then I changed it to where he was wearing a full purple hoodie. And then I changed it to where he was wearing a short sleeve with gray, and then now he's wearing a white hoodie with short sleeve under it. Then I do this a lot during school. Well, while I'm in class taking notes, I just throw in anime characters doing something. This is kind of most of my anime guys, you can't see their face. It's usually they're in poses or something like that that you can't really see much of their face. You can only see like their hair covering it or something like that. There's an anime girl. I was experimenting with different clothing and trying to get folds done. So that was seen. So I was trying to capture how to get the fold in the back and in the right here. See right here. This is like a crucial part. Oh, I click something. Wait, can you just? I'm such a noob. Look at this. You just click through them. Okay, so this is another way graphics. Another anime girl. Another anime. That was when I was first introducing the Minecraft and anime idea. Sorry about that. Let me drink some water. So, yeah. That was when I was first introducing the concept. This was also an art class. I had to draw some kind of sketch of a person in a specific stance, so I decided I was going to draw a football player trying to capture the football over the line. So let me know how you guys think about that. For some reason, whenever I draw something other than anime, I put so much time into it. I know I mentioned that earlier. I put so much time into stuff that isn't anime, but I prefer to draw anime. I don't know why, but for me, that wasn't bad. That was kind of interesting to try to create that movement of him trying to capture that football at the same time. This was one of my graphics when I was experimenting with different styles. Yeah, it's my avatar when he was earlier. He had full hoodie, just a hoodie and gray sweatpants, and he wore purple headphones. Another anime girl that was for one of my followers, who used to comment a lot. Cute Cub. Another anime girl, just because I was drawing that in class. This is Cute Cub. This is Seth Goes Nuts, and this was my character. we were all three in a conversation for a while, and while we were talking, I was just drawing this, so I posted it. Oh yeah, the story behind it, why she looks kind of surprised, is because she just, like, when we were talking, me and Seth were both calling each other Seth because both of our names were that, and she was like, she just realized at that moment that both of our names were Seth, and then she got all surprised, and during the whole thing, so I just posted that. This was when I was experimenting with sunsets. So this used to be my background for a long time, was just my character looking at the sunset, which is kind of a cool looking scene. This was when look, these are the names. The Aventosaurus is the guy inside the Nether, and Shayna Hooks. She used to retweet and favorite a lot of my videos, but she kind of stopped that for a while, which is, that's okay. I understand stuff like that, but so those used to be my 2 followers. This was sorry about that. My throat is terrible. So when I was in my earlier stages of doing Minecraft, as you can see how blocky everything is. It's Minecraft, it's supposed to be blocky. This was a picture when I used to be, like, I used to watch everything Deadlocks, so I drew a picture of Deadlocks and me. There's actually more to this graphic that you don't see, and for some reason when I uploaded it cut it, but there's actually more creepers and a zombie, I think, over here, and then Deadlocks is actually punching some. I forget what he was punching. He was punching like either a creeper or another zombie, but you can't see that. I don't know why I never uploaded it. This, I think, was my second Minecraft video. That was what the picture looked like at the end of it. For some reason, when I did the video, when I was recording everything, it never recorded when I created the character. It only recorded when I made the background and the colors. So it looked like I was creating the whole background the whole time, and then it just pops in a character. But I actually made the character in the video, but for some reason it cut that off too. My very early stages in graphic. Look at that arm that looks like he broke it. And look, his shirt comes down past his hand, which I guess happens sometimes in Hoodie, but right here there should be more creases, indicating that he has his hand raised and that gravity is actually pulling down that sleeve. But this was more experimenting with trying to create a blockish kind of world. This was the water and the little wooden bridge you build to go inside your house. So that was kind of interesting. Also, if you guys know, those of you who know Minecraft physics, look at this. A 1-block door, same width as 2 Minecraft wood blocks. That does not match up. You guys see that? Minecraft physics. Alright, this was another one. I forgot who that was. That was for another one of my followers. We were talking at the time. This is another one for my followers, which I actually never made that into a graphic, which I said I was, but she stopped. I think she got off of Twitter, so I never had any reason to finish the graphic, because since she got off, there was really no reason. Again, another one from one of my followers. And that was when I was first drawing Deadlocks, of course. Look how rigid everything looks. Oh, the earlier graphics are so embarrassing, but you know, you gotta know where you came from. Somebody asked me out of randomly, he just said, "Can you draw an apple?" I was like, I think I can. He was like, "Draw an apple," so was the apple that I drew. It's not, you can't really see it too well, but, you know. That's another anime graphic people were asking for more, so I was drawing that during school. Again, I was trying to get the fold of the clothes, which, actually the clothing here does not match up. I don't know. Those of you who actually are really good at drawing clothing on characters, you will see what is wrong with this, and I don't really feel like going into detail on how one of these tank tops are actually supposed to be worn. I think the part this part is actually supposed to be here, I think. So and there's actually more to that photo too. You can't see it, but there's supposed to be a wall here full of lockers, and they cut that photo off too. Another anime girl. Dude asked me to do. The dude had a Assassin's Creed character, and he wanted me to create his character. He couldn't decide whether he wanted it in Minecraft form or a real form, so I just made him that, which kind of looks like an Assassin's Creed character. Let me know if you guys think of that. Thank you guys so much if you're still watching this, because, you know, I kind of enjoy just showing people, like, kind of what I'm into. See, for me, art, I'm, like, really into art. It's kind of my passion. Another anime girl. That was actually kind of, like, somebody wanted me to, they wanted to see if I could try to capture somebody being attacked or electrocuted or something like that. So I tried capturing it there. It kind of looks weird just because I wasn't really good at drawing characters' legs or anything like that. So it's very dramatic in that photo. He looks somewhat insane. This was the first time oh my god, look at the anime characters in this. They look so weird. um, I remember this was the first time I ever put more than one person in a anime graphic. This was the first time I ever incorporated more. Which the graphic looked insanely good to me at the time just because there were multiple people. But now looking back and I'm like, these characters, to me, I see so many problems with it. But I hear, like, when I talk to my friends at school and stuff like that, they're like, they don't see any of the mistakes I do. And it might just be because I'm the artist that I know everything that's wrong with it. But other artists probably would see what some of the problems are with that. It's another graphic, an anime girl, one of the guys. See, when I draw guys, they don't turn out that well, but that's a very, very dramatic kind of anime, if you even call that an anime. That's more of like an animated character than an anime, which there is a big difference. I do not want to go into detail about that in this video. This video is already running really long. So yeah, this is another one of Deadlock's, only that's more of a Minecraft character in a taller form. That was for Ghost Gaming and Tenbute, because they both were getting kind of weird, and me and a whole group of their followers were making fun of them, so we did that. So that's an anime girl. That's the first sketch for the Deadlock drawing. Actually, in school, I was told to incorporate a water bottle, or a Lipton diet tea inside of the picture. So this is what I drew. Most everybody just like drew a Lipton diet tea, and I kind of felt awkward because I was like the only one who put a picture around it, and I drew Deadlocks in it. This is another one for my followers. Drawing for WiseMe09. I forget what her name. I think it changes their name when they change their name on Twitter, but I don't think it was that earlier. Another anime character. Another anime character. Sky and Deadlocks. That was funny. This was the first time I ever worked with ink. Everything else is colored pencil, but there is ink here. On everything on Sky that looks kind of leathery and shiny like that, that is all ink. Glasses are ink. On Deadlocks, those are ink. So I was just kind of watching Sky and Deadlocks for a long time. So I drew I mean, that was when Sky was very nuts about butter. He's not as nuts about butter now as he was before, but you know, that's what happens. Alright, so Ghost Gaming, that was the first one. As you guys could see, there was a complete difference in the style. Look at that. That was so cool to me at the time. But you know, that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. Zombies. Now once we get back, we're gonna get into more graphics because I didn't do many hand drawings as I was earlier part of my Twitter. I only posted mostly my graphics, which the graphics aren't really that good. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little interruption there. So, as I was saying, like, this was a zombie. This was for Galantine 3 Flesh Eaters. You can't really see it that well because I put too much of fade on it, but he was starting his own clan called the Flesh Eaters for Minecraft, so that's what I made for him. Don't bother me. That is somebody wanted me to, because when I was in my earlier part of my Twitter, a lot of my followers actually communicated with me. Hardly anybody communicates with me now. I just have a lot of followers, and like only like 10 of them actually respond and talk. But when I was in my earlier parts, they used to ask me a lot of questions and stuff like that. One of them wanted me to draw an emotional character, so I did some on sadness, and somebody wanted me to do one on anger, so this was the one I did on anger. I don't think I needed that bubble but to express it, but you know, that's what I did. Okay, this was, I believe, my first, that was the final graphic for my first anime art that I posted on my channel, which I don't think you'll find it on my channel anymore because YouTube rejected the video because I accidentally put in a copyrighted song. I know, It was the first time I uploaded a YouTube video. Nobody told me about that, so I was young. I didn't know any better. But that's what the graphic looked like. As you can see, everything's terrible. Wavy arms, that doesn't even make sense. It changes from larger to small. But this is basically where I came from. I started with that. This was another part where I was trying to draw something other than an anime character as an artwork. My first speed art. Oh yeah, that's the video. That is the video that YouTube rejected. Um, that was an anime girl. Was that done on the computer? I think it was. Somebody wanted me to try to draw with something kind of coming out the picture. Another anime girl. This was when I was starting again. Look, now he had gray shorts to begin with, and still the purple hoodie. You will always see my character have purple on him. You will. I like purple on my character. This was my drawing of something other than anime. It was a graphic of like a spaceship. If you can't tell, anime graphic, Slenderman, Raven, Wizards versus Phantoms. I actually was going to start a series on that, but I never did. MangaDrawerArt, Q Cub 101, and Seth Powers 14. These were the people in the graphics I was talking to you about earlier. Here, I forget who that was, but that was a girl who wanted a graphic of her, something creeperish, she said. This retweet if you're like this every night. That is what so many of my followers do, and I figured that out. They stay up with eyes wide open watching their iPods. This is the Spartans. Yes. They look like little bobbleheads. They were supposed. Don't mix it up. That was what they were supposed to look like, and then I tried drawing. I forget what that ship is called in the back, like a hornet, I think. That was the graphic for Fluttershy, because wait, that was for Q Cup, because Q Cup had this obsession with Fluttershy apparently from what's it called? What's that show called? My Little Pony, which apparently I think it's very weird that so many guys are into that show. For me, it's like that's just something I can't even support. I mean, I can understand a girl being interested in that show just because, but I mean, like, really, guys, come on. I'm definitely not a brony, but I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like, okay. Jodie Vanity, she was one of my followers for a while. We were actually, I think I'm still friends with her on Xbox, but we never played a game. We never did anything like that. She actually has a YouTube channel, I think. Yeah, she does. Because I remember I was watching one of her videos. Joey Craft, that was that graphic from earlier. This was the graphic he saw, and he wanted one of his character for Baker Sullivan. I don't even know if he's still on Twitter or not. This was for Ghost Gaming. No, not Gast Gaming is what he called himself. It looks like he changed his name to Minecraft Man 24, but it used to be Gast Gaming, and he favorited, retweeted, and commented on everything I posted for about a good 5 months, which is insane that he had that kind of deliberation. So, Pyromeyer, he was one of those people in the earlier graphic that I showed you of the group, my first original followers. Mr. Hello Jello guy, which apparently this guy, he asked me for the graphic, and he got off Twitter as I was posting the graphics, so he just like never got on anymore. This was trying to do something else other than that. These were, I don't remember what these are called. I think it's Dead Space. That's what it's called. Kind of similar to that character, but at least the helmets were, because I kind of like the look of the helmets, but I just gave them kind of different bodies and stuff like that. Me and my brother, we were just creating graphics for fun, and we made this. It's that's what you get for eating TNT. Hope you guys like it. Retweet. Oh, that was so funny when we made that. So yeah, all my graphics are made on Photoshop. It's just kind of what I do. It's for so we were actually trying to create a character, and we actually started with his stomach, and we turned that was actually supposed to be a head. Actually, if you believe it or not, his stomach was supposed to be a head when we started, and then I kind of made it funny, like, oh, that looks like a pot belly, and then we turned it into a creeper, and then we gave him a crown that I actually got from one of my earlier graphics. This is for Pixel Cat. She used to be one of my she used to be one of my followers, but this was my first video ever. It was a vlog. I don't even know if it's still up. Somebody commented on that video and he said that I sounded like Deadlocks, which I can't really see why he would think that, but MangaDrawerArt, promo graphic for my character. Again, the stuff is terrible. Another anime, that anime is terrible. That's Pikachu anime girl with color. Because I think there's one without color. Yeah, there's one without color. I did this all in like my bedroom, like when the light was down, so everything looks very. You can't really see everything. And that was when I was making my skin. People were trying to help. I was asking people for comments on how my skin was looking. The Raging Teapot. I remember when that guy asked me to create the graphic. He literally told me nothing. I had no idea what his skin looked like. I had no idea what anything he had looked like. So I literally had free run with that, and he kind of just gave me an idea that he wanted like a black with blue lined coat with electricity on his hands and kind of like a monster for himself, stuff like that. So I basically made that with it. Hugo 17H. I don't know if you guys can read that, but 17H. He was one of my original followers too. I have no idea what happened to Hugo, but he has his own channel. I think he does pocket edition videos. But that was him. He wanted to be alone in like at the night, but he doesn't realize that he has all these mobs behind him. I honestly don't know how well this video is turning out on the computer, so I don't know how much of these graphics you guys actually see. Oh, that was another for early Minecraft characters. Oh yeah, this guy, Ender Dragon. He wanted his character. He was like a slime character. He wanted to be fighting the Ender Dragon. This is I'm a girl. This is what you look like when you sleep. There's drool falling down. Although it's a very terrible interpretation of drool. Anime character. I'm speeding this up because this is going really long. Another Minecraft character. Another Minecraft character. Anime character. Anime face. Anime face. Anime girl. That was the graphic. There's Hugo. There's Seth Powers. There's Deep Band. MangaDrawerArt. Syrup Dude. Pixel Cats, Mr. Followcraft, and Nos Gaming. This is, what's her name? Why does it say for Cute Cub? Alright, well, there's for Cute Cub. That was a graphic I did earlier. This was one of my first graphics that I actually incorporated shadowing in. So, yeah. And then here for Seth Powers. He wanted to be cutting off a creeper. Although these things look terrible to me, I don't know how they look to you guys. So just like because it just might be just because I know where I came from and how much I've progressed. You just guys let me know in the comments. Yeah, my zombie game. You can't really see it well, which is kind of weird that the lighting is like this. It kind of like the way this showed it is kind of like zoomed in everything. But this was I was trying to capture a zombie. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a zombie back here. He's holding a zombie head. You can't really see it here, but there's actually a zombie right here that he's holding back, and then his clothes are all ripped up. And you can't really see his face. Like I said before, when I draw anime guys, you can never really see their eyes that much. I got too many people asking me how to make a cobblestone generator, so I made a graphic for it. You stick the lava here, 2 blocks down. You stick the water here, 3 blocks down. The lava comes in here, and it turns into cobblestone. Pikachu. Somebody asked me to do Pikachu. Oh, it was, what's his name? Squirtlin. Gwyn Gamer. That dude, I think he still has a YouTube channel, too. I know I used to watch his videos a little bit just kind of to support him because he was a new gamer. I don't know if he's still making videos, but he wanted a graphic of his character. That's his character. He's kind of like a king-looking penguin, but I made it kind of snowy. Like this graphic, actually, I'm gonna delete this because that was actually not a graphic made by me. But I was just like that's a cool thing. But whenever I post graphics that I did not make, I generally will delete them soon after. Oh, that when someone deletes your favorite animation, when your favorite anime show kills off your favorite character, I was just like, I wanted something to match with the crying face, and I was just like, most of my followers will relate to that. Alright, so it just went full circle there. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down to where we left off. Wow, we were actually close to the end. There we were. So there's the Pikachu, there's that that was my first try at a realism drawing, but it still looks somewhat like an anime character. Seth Powers. This was an earlier graphic that I turned into making it look like with the poster there. That was the zombie one. That was another reinterpretation. Anime girl. Zombie interpretation. Another zombie. Very terribly done Minecraft girl fighting Creeper. Anime girl. Chibi. I had that as my profile pic for a while too. I used to have that because it's Aya and L for she and he. Because I was in Spanish class when I drew that, so I kind of had to do something like that. Cobblestone generator. This was one of my first major graphics that I did, at least when I was making a character. So although this is very basic sword, there's not really much shadowing done and stuff like that. This was basically where I started. I tried to capture a creeper blowing up. He looks very distorted. This was me and actually a guy I still am connected with on Xbox. We've been friends for quite a few years. Yeah, this was the graphic I made for him. This is number 1 Demolisher. His name, but I'm actually not going to announce it just because I don't know if he'll be spammed on Xbox if this video gets a lot of views. Then that is the creepers in the back, the Enderman holding the creeper, zombie, and pig. Yeah, that was very weird. I was playing zombies, and actually, dude, that's funny. I just got a text from the guy I was just talking about. I was playing zombies, and a girl turned into a guy for some reason. Or like, do you see that? That doesn't even match up. This was one of my, I think this was my first graphic. No, it wasn't. It was my second graphic. Of a creeper. This was my first ever graphic, ever. Nope. Apparently it wasn't. I could have sworn this was my first graphic. Actually, it was my first graphic. I just posted it after I posted the other one. So, yeah, this is my graphic. That was my very first one. This was the second one I made. So, that's... Whoa. These are my drawings. Okay, so these are some of my earlier drawings for anime. And stuff like that. There's the cute bear on the and I think that's my last photo. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys link to the Twitter in the description, post a comment on what you guys thought of all these, and like maybe tell me which one you liked or anything like that. And very sorry that this video took a lot longer than I anticipated. And just thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you for watching. So you guys have a great day.